right, hey everybody, it's Chris Axelrod. Wanted to share with you this Tuesday morning, driving up to the Woodlands office. First of all, do not worry, I'm not going to have an accident. Everybody's coming in the clinic right now and they're saying, what are you doing? You know, you keep filming these videos in your car. And the cool thing about that is I know that, you know, people have never watched my videos this much because, or they just didn't bother to tell me. At least now they're telling me because it's something cool. But I'm sure that a lot of people on Facebook that aren't my patients are watching these videos, which is good because I really want to spread this message that's kind of coming through, you know, as far as now that I've been in practice for 12 years and things that I have to share. I think they're valuable. You know, I think they're valuable for you. I know they've been valuable for me, and I've learned it as I've worked with thousands of people, and I just feel like it needs to get out there. So today I want to talk about why really the whole wellness industry is essentially bull. Which I know you're going to be like, what, Chris? You're in the wellness industry. You're part of it, and I think to myself, you know, well, yeah, in a way. I mean, wellness has become this catchphrase. Everybody wants to talk about, you know, wellness this, wellness that, and leaky gut this, and blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something. I know people, so I'm going to talk to you now about, like, I'm going to tell you some stories and just some examples, and then you're going to start to understand where I'm coming from with this. So I know people who are obese, who are more well than people who work out every day. I know people who are sick with cancer, who are more well than people who eat a perfectly clean paleo diet and had a perfect physical with their doctor. I know people who are having severe anxiety that are more well than people who are going to work every single day and just going through their grind on a day-to-day basis with no emotion. You know, to me, wellness is not about the destination. Wellness isn't about where you end up. Wellness is about where you are and how you're responding to what you've got in front of you. Because there is no such thing as perfection. You know, I think what happens is with the wellness crowd, the wellness movement, is that we get this ideal of this state of perfection where our body's in shape and we have this perfect, you know, mood, and, you know, we never get sick and all of these kinds of things. And I think that is just another extension of the kind of inaccurate perfectionistic mindset that drives so many people to drive themselves crazy, trying to reach perfection. People who obsessively work out, people who obsessively meditate, and people who obsessively think about yoga and all these other things so much that they isolate themselves, or they use it as a superiority tool, or whatever you want to say about that. But wellness is about this moment right now and nothing else. So no matter what your state is right now, if you're responding to your circumstances with strength and with honesty and integrity and authenticity, courage, then you're well. That's what it boils down to. Wellness is, you know, you don't say, well, I'm going to be well later. I'm going to do all these things, and then my level of wellness or whatever is going to increase. No. You say right now, I'm going to express wellness right now, this moment. And from this moment forward, I will continue to do my best to express wellness. And so when I say express wellness, what am I talking about? I'm talking about expressing a desire to be the greatest version of yourself you can possibly be. Now that all happens right now, right here. No excuses, no judgment, no bull crap about, oh, well, I'm so out of shape, or, well, I'm so overweight, or, you know, I have this eating disorder, or blah, blah, blah. No. Let go of all that and focus on this moment right now. How are you going to express the greatest version of yourself? And the greatest version of yourself is not measured by any measuring stick of society. You know, society will put out there a great person has a lot of money, or a great person is beautiful according to what everyone else thinks, or a great person is at this certain, you know, body mass index, this BMI, or a great person is someone who never gets cancer, or a great person. You just go on and on and on about all these like definitions. But bottom line is, the greatest version of you is you being you. It's you being who you are. It's you speaking your truth. It's you being honest with yourself and with the world about your gifts, your talents, your energy, your purpose. And that's it. And that is wellness. And from that, naturally, okay, so when you start from that, it's like you're right here at the center, okay? You're at the core. And when you start from that of, I want to express and embody my greatest self, I want to allow that to come through. I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to live my purpose, okay? Then from that starts to radiate outwards this energy, this authenticity, and it starts to impact and influence every cell and tissue in your body. It impacts and influences every decision you make, from the foods that you decide to eat, the people you decide to hang out with, the activities you decide to engage in, the types of exercise that you do or don't do. Everything is impacted by that decision to be your greatest self. So that's where it all starts. And that's where it all ends. And, you know, it has nothing to do with your state of health. And why do I say that? Because so many people just kill themselves to get into a healthy state, you know, working out 6 days a week, and they've got their body all pumped up, or, you know, doing this like intensive meditation routines that are, you know, designed to transform their mind state and all this kind of stuff. And all of that can be very, very positive, but without the core, without that core of I want to be my greatest self, if you're like meditating and stuff because you want to have a certain status, or you're working out so you want to look a certain way and have a certain status, then it's not, to me, you still are not reflecting wellness. So like I said, there's people who are in the hospital right now with cancer who are more well than a lot of people out there who are like triathletes. And it's because they've hit a place in their heart and in their soul where they have no choice but to be authentic and real about everything. And you know, that speaks to a very high state of wellness. Whereas there's a lot of people out there who are like, you know, living the life, and they have money, and they're doing these triathlons, and they're doing all these things, but they're out of sync with who they are, and they're not living their truth. So what I want you to do is think right now, today, what is it that I have to do? What are the things that reflect my greatest self? And I'm going to give you a free worksheet, that you can download, that you will just fill out the answers to help you discover that answer to that question. Who is my greatest self? What is it that I need to focus on to bring my greatest self into the fullest expression of, and then from there you start to very naturally know what to do next. Do I need to change my diet, or do I need to change my lifestyle? Because the bottom line is, wellness is simple. Wellness is natural. The reason that people have to be taught all of these things about wellness isn't because wellness is hard or difficult. It's because people are making it overcomplicated. Just like we overcomplicate everything as human beings. It's like being kind to other people is the easiest thing in the world to do. But we have to make it complicated and create all these divisions and create all these categories of people. Like, I'm going to be nice to this person because they're XYZ, and I'm going to be an a-hole this person because they're ABC. And we're the ones making it complicated and dumb like that. And it's the same thing with wellness. We're the ones that want it to be complicated and have all these steps and have all these. And at the end of the day, we already know how to do it, because it's all about the simple things. Drink water, eat natural foods, get your rest, follow nature, follow how nature wants you to live. And that's wellness. But the key to start, it starts here. It starts in that core. It starts right here, right now. Being well now. And being well means you want to reach for more. You want to express more of who you truly are. And that has nothing to do with your weight, has nothing to do with your diagnosis, has nothing to do with your mood, has nothing to do with your hormones, nothing. It's all about a choice and a decision and a commitment and discipline and focus to stay in that moment, to stay in that place. So that's all I want to share with you today. Download the worksheet and fill it out. And I'm pretty darn sure, I could almost guarantee you that once you fill out this worksheet, you're gonna get some clarity on some things. It's really, really gonna help you to see a greater path for yourself. And that, to me, is what wellness is. And so, hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you next time.